Welcome to the Get Busy Pod, #1 podcast for hustlers. What's good, y'all? Welcome to the Get Busy Pod. It's your boy Get Busy Rule. I'm with my co-host.
Eddie in the building, man. You know, Eddie Guap.
And for this episode, we got my guy DPL, my brother, man. We all
Yes, sir.
started this together. Wanted to get him out here.
Man, I appreciate y'all for having me. I'm here. I don't want to talk about business. That's my only rule. I want to talk about life, the struggle, and what we had to do to get here. Facts. Because that's all people care about is where they can become. And, you know, we're looking to become more.
So let's talk about where it all started.
First of all, like, going to college is like something that now learning and wasting money, I realize that I think college is fire. I want to put my kids in college. I don't know about y'all.
100%. College is amazing. Everybody should go to college. At least 1 or 2 years.
I personally ain't like college because of education. I liked it because of the network and the people I was able to learn. So I'm going to put my kids in college. Even if they don't finish, I'm not going to
Did
be
you have a
mad.
class game?
No.
No?
First off, this nigga was sleeping in every class. Bro,
Mind you,
failed.
I
I
passed.
love the education.
I passed the class. You got to mention
The
that
education
as
was fire to me.
This nigga was sleeping in class.
And I
he
passed.
passed and I failed. Like, and
No.
I was answering questions. I was doing my work. I don't know.
You see, there's a difference in class of a nigga that's asking real questions and just asking
Good
to
question.
look seen.
That was me.
well. All I know is when those assignments came through and those tests came through, I was acing them shits easy.
That was the type
Easy.
of student I was. I didn't really. Here's my strategy in school. I used to answer questions first, early. Class started, I'm answering off rip all the shit that I think I know.
I used to ask the questions to the answers I already knew.
Wait,
did that too.
say that again.
I used to be
So I'll be like, so miss, hold on. Here it says that boom, boom, boom happened. And then I'll just say some bullshit and she'll
I
be
be
like,
doing that.
It would just look like I'm participating and paying attention. You feel me?
I would do that. I'd be like, oh, okay, that's
See,
what you mean.
makes sense.
See, me, I
now.
was the opposite. I didn't like participating in class like that. But when it came to doing the work, I do all the work. You could give me a load of work, I'll do it. But participating, I did not want to participate. I did not want to talk. Just wanted to vibe, bro.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, but we all met at Southern Connecticut State University, man. Me and Eddie came in 2018. You came, 2013.
I came in the 90s, y'all.
Yo.
Nah, I came in a few years before them. It's crazy how it works because when I came in, the school was completely different than when they came in. So I got to see the transition, and I'm a person that I feel like younger people, they come in with trends, new shit. So I learn from them. And it's crazy how proximity works because one of my friends told me that they were coming in. Well, he told me that Eddie was coming in, and I was like, all right, bet I'm gonna look out for him. I'll make sure he's good. And multiple of my niggas told me that. And then Eddie came in. I got to know Eddie. Eddie said, yo, this is my man's Rue. So it's like, we could have packed Rue, but
Nah. I'm gonna tell
Eddie
you
said
guys.
he was sanctioned.
I'm gonna tell you guys why he impacted me. Cause I came in freshman year and I was dogging the seniors. That's what really happened.
Nah, he was good. He was good.
So it was
And I felt like he was a good kid. Like, as like, I would think I was a junior when I was freshman.
junior.
I don't like to see freshmen that talk a lot, mad cocky. Like, Rue is a nigga that he was always watching film. And then Eddie was mad quiet. So I was like, yeah, I fuck with them. Especially as a senior, I don't want to mess with. There's people doing mook stuff.
Oh, my God. Our freshman class was insane.
Ridiculous.
That was definitely more mature than most of the
Yeah.
freshmen. I don't know how, but
They were very immature, I ain't gonna lie. But they were cool, though. Like, I don't know. They were cool when it came to, like, football. But, like, off the field, they were very immature, I ain't gonna lie.
What made y'all, like, how was y'all mindset coming into college? I know for me, when I came in, I was like, damn, like, I need to meet the right people. But, like, what was y'all mindset like?
To be honest, when I came into college, I didn't think about nothing but sports. Like, I wasn't worried about no school, nothing. I didn't care about where I was even sleeping. Like, I didn't care to look into that. Like, my mind was, I'm going to come into college and I'm going to just dog. That's literally all I thought about. Like, I'm going to work my ass off this entire summer. Coming into camp, I'm going to come in and I'm going to go crazy. So I was working out like 3 times a day before I came into college. and I was just trying to prepare myself like mentally, like for what I was gonna go through. So I was just focused on football, to be honest. Bro.
I actually got the opportunity when I was a senior to come to college like 2 months early. Yeah, I definitely took that.
That's
I was
tough.
like, I'm trying to see the vibes, trying to play football, and I wanted to see how it was ahead before the school year started. And that's why I didn't redshirt, to be honest, because I already knew what I was doing. It was very easy to learn.
That's valid. I mean, me, I was kind of like all around. Like I wanted to come in, you know what I'm saying, earn some respect, make sure I can play, but also I wanted to make sure I finish and get a degree too. I was big on that, even though I know I might have not used my degree, but I just wanted to make sure I finished school at least.
Wait, so y'all felt like y'all went to school for your mom or just because football required us to go to school?
I really went for football for real.
Football.
Right, that's how I felt.
Yeah.
If we could have played football without going out of dead ass net, didn't go to school.
Yeah. I really went just because of football.
What do you think is the biggest thing you've learned in college?
Biggest thing I learned in college, don't be afraid to talk to people. I think that was. I remember my first because I was a comm major, so I had a comm 101 class, and they kind of taught you how to speak, and I realized how important it was to speak and like ask for opportunities.
I would say like, don't be afraid to like meet new people, expand your horizon, things like that. Start trying shit you never done, going places you never been. College definitely expanded my mind. I got to meet like people from all over. Like I was in college, like we had people from everywhere, every state for real. If you think about it. So yeah.
I feel like for me it was discipline, bro. Like when you came in, like when you get to college, it's a whole different level of distractions. Like you have
That's a
people that
fact.
are going out every single day.
Yo, I failed. I had a 1.3 my
Wow.
first semester.
No way.
No cap.
You was almost on that Christmas bus.
Yeah, I had to go to study all that. I felt
Oh
mad
my
embarrassed
Mm-hmm.
because he said it out loud.
Damn.
He
He
called
said-
y'all names out?
Yeah, he said everybody I'm about to call is under 1.8.
Damn.
Crazy.
But yeah,
Crazy.
it's discipline. People come in and they party every single day. There was a kid in my building, and he used to walk around with a bottle of Henny. Everywhere he went, you'll see him with a bottle of Henny, and it's like,
Is that Henny Eddie?
yes. But people like,
shout out my boy. Henny
shout out my
Eddie,
nigga,
man.
he is cool. But yeah, like everybody was on different timing. Like you'll see people locked in doing their work. You'll see people outside partying. You'll see people cuffing. And it's like in college, you create your own schedule. So
Yeah.
there's people missing their classes, and it's like you got to learn to really just like focus on yourself and like progress. So that's what I.
Now that y'all said it, I think the biggest thing I learned was resources. Like the resources in college. I remember there's one person. I used to like when school starts, you gotta buy a book. Book be like 300, 400.
Facts.
I'm like, well, I'm not spending my money on this. I was like, I promise I'll fail this class. I do not care. And then my mans told me you could tell the school that you don't got bread, and they'll get you the books. So once he told me that, I was like, yeah, I got to know about all the resources.
All the programs, yeah.
Yeah, you gotta
I feel like
talk.
I should have took advantage of more, but I did my thing though for sure.
So you talked about school a little bit. Let's talk about outside of college. I moved off campus early, like a sophomore.
Yeah, I know. I remember you told us you did.
Yeah.
We actually went to your Crips freshman year.
I don't know how I was paying my bills, but I guess I did.
You had your camera. You had a camera.
Yeah, I guess I was using my camera to make money. I had a car payment.
Yo, when I came into college, my Instagram was fried. I had a picture.
yeah.
I had one picture. It was me at prom.
We fixed his Instagram up, so if he says otherwise, he lied.
Yeah,
You know who fixes grandma?
He fixed my
confidence.
grandma. I got like it was like some earrings that was trending back then. It had like the cross on them
The
dangling.
cross.
I think that's when Odell was lit.
Yeah, he took a picture of me.
I remember that.
Instant blow up. Instant blow up.
Now your brain like changed immediately.
OD. He had one picture,
Bro, I had a
900
prom pic.
followers.
I think I remember that.
And it's crazy because like when I was looking at my page, they were telling me my shit was trash. I'm like, nigga, my shit lit. And then they started showing me. I'm like, oh yeah, I gotta start changing some shit. But they helped me out. And that crib was crazy.
What, 99?
Yes.
Oh yeah, that was crazy.
Nah, that crib, it got wild at the end too.
That crib was the most insane crib, but it was good memories there. I felt like everybody figured out themselves a little bit there, and then we could go on to like Butler, where it all really got for real.
Butler's where it got serious.
So
Butler's-
Butler is when I decided to move off campus finally my junior year. I ain't gonna say they was pressuring me, but they was on my ass about it, like, yo, bro, you're too old to be in the fucking doors. I was planning on living in West. West, if you guys don't know, is like the best building at our school.
I lived in
Facts.
West.
I lived in West too.
Fire.
Um,
You have to live in West at least
Yeah.
once.
Facts.
One semester.
Have
I didn't
to.
live in there, but I
I
used
was
to be in there every day. So I
Cool in
technically,
there.
The fly shorties used to be in
yeah, the
West.
fly shorty.
Everybody that
used to
got
be in
money lived there.
Yeah.
Facts.
Because the bill, oh my.
You used to walk out your dorm room, look around, you start walking towards like the common room, start to see like bad shorties and shit.
No,
So you're like,
definitely.
yeah, I'm with the upper class.
So it's crazy because when I was a freshman, the upperclassmen moved off of campus. So I was like, yeah, I want to move off one day myself. I remember, shout out my boy, Sarah Bisto. He used to pick me up. My boy, Sarasana, he just bought a Cybertruck
Truck.
too. He used to pick me up in his X5. You feel me? Like, we're broke college freshmen. He picked me up in an X5. I'm like, nah. Like, I was inspired. Like, he's on campus driving an X5 BMW. I'm like, damn, I want to be like this. And then when it was my turn, I was like, yeah, I'm moving off of campus.
And it's crazy because sometimes you have to see things like that to raise your level of like belief. Like
That's a
you
fact.
see it as possible for you. Like when you get picked up in a car like that, you're like, damn, my man's has this. Like, why can't I?
Exactly. I remember on my first apartment, I was sharing a room with my boy Big O. Shout out my boy Big O from Jersey. We shared a room. He probably hated me because I always was listening to music.
Shared a room is crazy. How did
Yeah.
that even work?
We had 2 twin beds in one little box. Like,
Y'all was
no-
in the living trenches.
and we both paid $400 a month.
What?
Damn.
Yes. Just to live a fake luxury life.
That's crazy.
So what were you doing to pay that?
Yeah, facts. As a college student.
Like if you try to really think deep, because sometimes we might say like, I don't know what I was doing.
Yeah.
But sometimes you might remember like, what were you doing?
I think I was using my camera to make money. Since I was in high school, I used my camera to make money. That's one thing I'm gonna teach my son, and one thing I told my little brother too. Like, if you could use a camera, bro, you could. It's like, it's
Instant
almost
money.
like, yeah, it's instant. If you know how to use it, is one of those things. Is like recession proof. So I was like doing photo shoots. I was finessing different. Oh,
was he doing
Oh.
like music videos too?
yeah,
Or
I
no?
was scamming though. I ain't gonna lie.
Nah, what?
No cap.
Can't be saying down here, boy.
Now I'm saying on the pod, man,
Well,
because it's
what's-
in the past.
What's
But
wrong with him?
this was the Cash App days. This is why Cash Apps were fried back then. At that time, we was doing plays.
Yo, y'all don't remember that scam that was going around? It was like the money circle where you get
Oh,
in,
yeah.
and
We
as
was
you
doing
get
that
someone
too.
in, like you move along the circle.
Honestly, it's a scam, but it's not. It's
What?
I feel like no.
That shit is a
Listen.
He was at the
It's-
top. That's why.
It's really it's really who's running the show. If you have a good, cause bro, churches do
I'm
do
getting
stuff like
gang,
this
gang.
already.
Yeah.
Some churches do stuff like that, bro. Or communities, some certain community. It's really who's running it to make sure people get paid.
But
Yeah.
anyways, man, it started at 152 Butler, man. That's where we all linked up.
Where did it start? COVID, right? 2020 is when everybody
It
moved
started when
Because I
we
moved in
moved out
2020.
of 99. And just for some backstory, I've been living with all of my teammates like since I was like a sophomore. So now you remember we said Eddie came, Rue came. Now we're building a friendship. They automatically came into our friend group, and the friend group started growing.
Yep.
And now it's time for us to get a new crib. So we say, yo, let's tell Eddie and Rue like it's time to like level up. Like
And it's wild because even before we like decided to make that move, we all like already thought of like it was weird, bro. It's like everybody had like a similar mindset.
yeah.
Facts.
Type of thing. Like even if it was different lanes, like you started with photography, you was already learning trading and like you was already investing in penny stocks and stuff like that, right?
Yeah, business stuff, yeah.
But I had the same drive as them, but just in a different lane. It was football.
Yeah.
And then we just all came together and we all had the same mindset. And we just found ways to like make shit work.
Yeah, everybody had the same mind. And I think that was the biggest summer because that summer, like, I don't remember what I was doing to make money. I think I had a job that summer. I was working a parking job. I was like parking cars at a valet, remember? And then so I had the bread, but maybe y'all didn't at the time. What did y'all do to like make that step? Cause that's the hardest part for people. Is like actually doing it. Cause me, I've been off campus for like 2 years. So it was like really y'all.
I had the bread. I used to spend all of it. So what I did was like I was like, yo, if I don't like move off campus and you know what I'm saying, and start having some bills, like I'm never gonna learn how to properly manage my money. So I just started to like budget out and put bills into place and stuff like that to help. That's what I did. But
Me,
I was just running. I was just doing business stuff. So yeah,
Ponzi schemes?
nah.
me personally, y'all was letting me actually sleep on the couch before I even had the bread.
Right?
Oh yeah,
you used to
facts,
come
facts,
over.
facts.
I used to come over and just sleep on the couch because I didn't like being home. And this was like
Facts.
when I was already deciding like
This
COVID.
is when we knew you was gonna like it's time for him to move in.
Yeah, he was
'Cause
there every
you
day.
was like your belief was growing. Eddie brought you
Yeah.
over, and it was like, yeah, it's a matter of time.
Yeah, I knew like going home, I was just gonna be around the same people. They were all cool and all. There's nothing wrong with them. I just didn't want to be around them. I just wanted to be around like elevated like minds. You feel me? And they had the mindset that I liked. And it's like when I was always home, I felt like there was nobody that like thought like me. So I just wanted to be by myself. And when I got around them, I'm like, yo, I could really like chill with these niggas. So like I would stay on their couch, and then when I needed to go home, I'll drive home 2 hours, get clothes, and come back. And then eventually I was like, yo, I need to start making some bread. So I just started to do what y'all was doing.
Facts.
Facts, and we figured it out. So to paint the picture for y'all watching, it was a 6-bedroom, 7.
It was 8. It was a multi-family crib.
Yeah,
3 at the bottom, 2 up top,
Yeah,
3 at the
no.
top.
It was
2 in the middle.
no. It was 3 at the bottom. It was 5 up top.
Yeah, so it was 8.
Yeah, 8. So,
was
but
8.
it was a multi-family though. It wasn't one house. It was one house at the bottom, 3-bedroom, and then the top house had 5 bedrooms.
Yeah, and we should just leave like the middle door unlocked, so we'd go up the stairs and just
Yeah.
go into their crib and just all
So
chill.
it was a multi-family, but we turned it into one house pretty much.
'Cause I remember-
which was fire.
I was the oldest one, so I was like, y'all want to move downstairs, but I liked how y'all personality was compared to the whole group. So I was like, yo, give me Eddie and Rue at the bottom. Like, I'll make sure they Gucci, all of that. Y'all clean. I already know who y'all are. And then the other guys, they can have their privacy upstairs and
Yeah.
go
Let's
crazy.
talk
up there.
about
and go crazy up there. Let's talk about the shit that went on in that.
let's
Oh
talk
my
about
God.
moving day.
Oh man.
Let's talk about
Yo,
moving.
that day was hilarious. When Rue and my other man Josh decided to move in, we had one open bedroom available, right? So we had some kid.
Yo, before you get there, real quick, I don't know if Josh remembers this, but I'll never forget. Like, he asked me, like, yo, bro, I never moved out before.
Facts.
And I said, I remember telling him this is like some quotable movie shit. I was like, yo, bro, you never gonna get this chance again. Like, you just gotta take the risk.
Dead
Like,
ass. And if y'all don't know, Connecticut rent is really cheap. So
at the time, though,
it's,
it wasn't.
yeah, yeah. I don't know. At the time, it was
At the
it was
time,
weird,
it
but
felt
now
a little bit crazy
now that I
to
look,
come up with
look
900.
back, you look back at it, it was really really cheap. And yeah, we was like, well, DP was like, bro, you're not gonna get this opportunity again.
But that's something I always respect because he took initiative to take that risk. Like, there's
Mm-hmm.
people in like that'll live in like comfortability because like they have the guaranteed income, they have everything guaranteed, they're comfortable there. Like, he took that risk. You feel me? He made it
Yeah,
work.
He made
Facts.
it work. I think he trusted in us that we was going. Because we also
Yeah.
told him, too, like, yo, bro,
Facts.
if you ever fall on your face, we got you. Like, we'll scrape it up. We'll figure it out.
Facts, facts.
So, like,
Like, he came in like it was moving like a week before moving day. He had no money, and we was like, "Yo, Josh, you got to make it happen." Remember that? And we was in
Yeah.
the chat like, "Yo, Josh, like, what do you?
Make
You're
it
not up
happen.
yet right now. Like,
Facts.
what are you doing?" Josh will wake up. Alright, fuck it, go Uber. Boom, boom, boom. He'll try to sell our products.
nah, he really hustled. You know why I was excited? Because we used to live in, like, a dump. Like, 99 was trash. But, like, this felt like a new beginning. New roommates. The crib was beautiful at the time.
Facts.
And it just felt good.
Felt good to have all the bros in one space under one roof, technically.
So we arrived. We come, dapping everybody up like, "Yo, we about to really make this shit happen." We just waiting on what was bro's name?
We don't even got to say bro's name, but we was waiting on bro.
We was waiting on one more
I
person. We
actually-
had one more room. Oh, we had a room open. We was waiting. One more person was supposed to move.
Wait,
in.
why did we have a room open though?
Cause it was 6 of us and it was 3 downstairs, 5 upstairs, so 8. So we had one more. We said we was gonna leave a room open, and then we had one more room. That's why.
Okay. I remember now. And
Yeah.
then one of the bros asked one of his friends, which you know how that goes when someone else vouches for somebody.
Facts.
We're like bet, and he says he's down. We're all excited, and
No, it's not. He didn't just say he was down. Bro was fiending.
He was ready.
Bro was like a week in advance. Yo, bro, can we move in? I got the bread. I'm excited, bro. I just made the bread
He
treat.
was like thanking us like, yo, I really appreciate this. I'm really excited.
And this is when I learned this, right? Whenever someone is fiending for something, most of the times they'll never come through. Like whenever they fiend for something or they're asking 1,000 questions, most times they're not gonna buy.
I agree. Feel like they overexcited.
You're
Yeah.
doing too much.
It's like you're doing too much. Like now I feel like you're capping. And that's kind of what the situation was there.
Yeah, it was kind of like you just like saying it to say it.
So we're waiting for bro. The ladies there with us downstairs. We're about to sign the lease. Upstairs is good, no? They're good upstairs.
Yeah, everything is good upstairs.
They have all the people required to be upstairs. Their lease is signed. Now it's just us three and Josh, maybe.
I think there was like, yeah.
And we're downstairs waiting to sign a lease. We're looking at the papers. I'm giving bro a call. Yo, bro, where you at? Yo.
I think bro said he was using a bathroom still to
Yes.
this day.
He said
It's
he
been
had
like
an
4 or 5 years.
upset stomach or some shit.
And he was like, yo, bro, I got a bad stomach. I'm sick, bro. Just give me a second, bro. And I'm like, all right, bro, hurry up. We're literally all here. If anything, bro, just send the bread on Cash App. And then he decided to say, oh, I'm in the hospital.
That hospital is a great excuse to use for people though.
So I'm like, wait, how are you in the hospital? You just told me you're in the bathroom, bro. Like, and he's like, I'm like, bro, she said she'll take Cash App. You don't even have to be here. Just send the money. We're trying to move in right now.
Yeah, that was crazy. What did we end up doing?
We end up splitting the room.
Damn.
She
had to
ended up
split
putting
it
our rent up. So she's like,
Yeah.
since you guys vouched for me, he's not here. What you guys can do is you guys can each split his payment.
Yeah.
So our rent went up pretty much.
I
But
think it was like $30 though. Right? It was maybe like 30, 40
Nah, didn't it go up like 100 each or some shit?
but that first day we did not move in.
yeah.
That's when
yeah.
you took that video when you was outside the door.
Yeah.
Cause she was like, you're gonna have
locked
to
the
come
door
back.
on us.
Yeah.
Bro, but he was like lying the entire time, talking about like, oh, my stomach is sick. Yo, bro, I can't even use my phone. I'm laying in the bed. I don't feel good. I'm like, yo, bro, just Cash App the money. And I would hang up. And I would ask the lady, yo, did he send it? No. Call him again. Woo. Same exact shit, bro.
Damn.
I hate that kid, bro. I hate, if you're watching this, I hate you.
Shout out bro though. He made us go harder. We had more rent to pay. But now we're in Butler. And if you're watching this and you haven't moved out of your hometown yet, or you haven't got your own like bills, this is very important because like you don't feel the bills until your back is against the wall. Would y'all agree?
Mm-hmm.
Cause like we paid that first payment once we finally moved in, but it's coming again.
That
In
first
a
of the month
blink
comes
a-
quick.
In a blink
Comes
of an eye.
shooting fast like lightning.
Now that I'm paying rent, once I see the 15 come, that's it.
Month is over.
Month is done.
You don't realize how fast the month is until you gotta pay rent. It's like right the blink of an eye, bro.
You just paid on the first, all of a sudden it's the 13th, 14th. Oh damn, month is coming up again.
Mm-hmm. And we like Josh had to hustle to make that first payment, but it's like once that payment was gone, he was back at zero. We almost all were back at zero.
Yeah.
So it's like in our mind, we still had the mindset where it's like, all right, we got our foot in the door. What can we do to stay inside the
You
building?
ever seen those memes where you pay the rent and the apartment is empty? Like we just had enough to pay the rent so that we can have a place to stay.
We used to
But-
hustle. We was getting couches off Facebook Marketplace,
Yeah.
TVs off.
Yeah, let's
Facebook
talk about that. Like
Marketplace.
what we had to do. So we was hustling. Like we was putting
We
money
was
together.
finding ways, bro.
Still to this day, we didn't get a couch that we supposed to.
Dead ass. We didn't even get blinds for the
Crib had no
for the
blinds.
windows.
And we lived in the trenches, so we had no blinds, and we was looking out there and seeing bullshit.
Yo,
It was crazy because if you came and you could look right inside of my room,
Right inside the
or
crib.
inside
Yo,
of the living room.
inside of the living room.
Like there was a time we were in the living room downstairs, and you can see because we had no blinds. There was a homeless man shitting on our house.
Yeah,
Oh
you could
my
see
God.
everything.
Like he was shitting on the house, and we're looking at him like, "Yo, are we
Yo.
fucking serious, bro?"
This nigga was wilding, bro.
Nah, it was crazy. But I feel like where everything started getting like changing is when we started tapping into Airbnb. And this was what, COVID? This when everything like digital money. This is when Josh went crazy.
Oh my
We
God.
all went crazy. So let's
Niggas
talk
was-
about that. Like, how did this happen?
Empty room. We're sitting down one time.
Ooh, bingo. Let's start back. So Eddie mentioned, because I forgot we had an empty room. Eddie mentioned that we had an empty room. We got a bill. That's basically assets, liabilities.
Yeah.
What we supposed to know, right? Like,
Mm-hmm.
so let's talk about that. Like, why did we do that?
I think at first the idea was we should make content out that room.
Mm-hmm.
And then we was talking about it in the group chat. And I don't know who said it, but someone was like, why don't you guys rent it out? Or something like
Yeah,
that.
we. I think it may have been because we all knew about Airbnb. We also had one of our friends doing it.
Mm-hmm.
So we knew, and I think we just came up to the idea like, yo, let's just put it on Airbnb.
See what happens.
Yo, we actually didn't realize we started some crazy.
We put our money together for that furniture. We furnished that bitch. And
I had an OTV. Put my OTV in there.
I'm talking about like in 2 days that shit was furnished, bro.
Low cap.
Yeah, we didn't wait. We was ready because we knew if this could pay the rent, we were with it.
And that like I said, time was flying. Like that time of the month was right there.
No cap.
So we was like, yo, we need to finesse.
I think
some
that was a
bread.
big lesson we learned because it was like sometimes you don't realize you have something that you own that can make you money, but you just either love it too much or you're scared to make money or you just don't know what to do with it. So it's like we utilized our empty room and started making money. But now it got crazier because we started making money, but then
shout out Luke.
shout
Let's
out
talk
Luke.
about Luke.
Wait,
though.
before we get to Luke though,
Okay.
let's remember once we got our first payment, we said, wait, we just made 200 each. What if we rented out our own room? And when I have a booking, I go sleep in Rue's
Yo,
room.
we was lit.
And if Rue has a booking, but if we both have a booking, we just go downstairs.
There was a day that we all had a booking.
I think I went back home that day.
No, nigga, you was with us.
Oh, yeah, we went in a
Eddie
room.
went home. We all had a booking. Eddie was not here. Eddie left to Mass because he had a booking, whatever. We all had nowhere to leave. So we like, damn, what can we do? The empty room, we put our bags in there, we put beds in there, and like 4 of us slept in a small room.
I'm not gonna lie, that was dead one of the most uncomfortable times of my life.
Oh
I ain't
my
gonna
God.
front. I dead
Y'all
hated
was
doing that.
Nonsense.
But the check was like, I have to.
Once like it was like we were stressing, but once the check hit, we always like, we valid
Yeah,
now.
and what I love about B&B is it shows you your payout. It's like, all right, the 18th, I'm about to get 2 bands. Like,
the good
I'll
thing
just
about
sleep on this.
Airbnb, it's next day payout.
next day payout.
my
Soon as they
God.
check in,
So they check in the next day, boom, you just got paid by Airbnb X amount of dollars. Next day.
So I started realizing we was learning fast. Like because we realized we made money with the extra room, and then we made this our job. Like we didn't even have a job no more. The job was renting your room out. So I remember going to like Marshalls and stuff, getting furniture. Cause now I'm like, yo, I'm invested in my room. So I took some money back, started investing. That was really a happy moment. Cause I started realizing like, yo, this is how you make money, bro. And I'm like, yo, like we're paying $300 in rent, but we're making back 3 bands. And I said, yeah, we cracked the code. And I remember us all coming together and saying, yo, everyone put the same price. And then we thought of long-term bookings.
You guys think like all of y'all living together helped y'all develop
Oh
that
my
hustling
God.
mindset?
It was what was one thing that I loved about our group is that we all was competitive, but we never disrespected each other, like, ever.
facts.
Like, it was like if Eddie thought something, he would fight for what he thought. If Rue might say, nah, I don't agree, I might say, yeah, I agree with Eddie. And then we all come to a conclusion as a team, like what's gonna, it's almost like a voting system in a way. And that's how we did B&B. It was like, yo, Eddie got a booking right now, like, everybody got to sacrifice, like, you got to sleep in my room, or if, like, what was good is that some people, you know, they had little shorties or whatever, they could go sleep with their shorty too. So it opens up a room for like to do stuff. And it got a little spooky because we got a long-term booking. So remember, we was doing just like nightly bookings.
Facts.
And then we also was our own cleaner, right?
Yeah, hell yeah, we was.
We was cleaning
We
by
was
ourselves.
keeping all our profit. Like we wasn't paying $60 to a cleaner.
Yeah.
We needed that.
We we kept all profit until I say, yo, let's do a long-term booking. Let's see if we could find somebody to book out the room for 2-3 months. I think Eddie kind of started the idea because he was never home. So Eddie was like, yo, since he's not home, he was always back in Mass. He was basically renting his room for as many days as he could. And I was like, oh, if Eddie's doing that, I could fake do the same thing. Let me put on, I want a 2-month booking, 3-month. Then one day I woke up, bro. I don't know what it said, like 15,000.
You sent it in the chat. He sent it in the chat. Yo, listen, I never woke up so fast.
I think it said 15,000.
I think at the moment I probably had like $103 in my account.
Oh my god.
Rent was coming up, bro. I'm like, fuck, what am I gonna do? I'm waking up early. I'm door dashing, and we wake up, and my bro sends a screenshot with like a 15-band booking, and I look at it like, oh
Yeah.
shit, nigga.
And here's the crazy part is like that was dead my booking. I could have took it for myself.
Facts.
But I said, yo, like if I could help us all not pay, like we could dead do whatever we want.
That's
Facts.
valid.
I'll
Like
never
that,
forget that. I'll never forget
I
that.
dead never forget
Took
that.
it,
I-
gave it to the open room, man. That's real.
Yeah,
right
I was
there.
like, yo, let's do this, bro. Like this is our only opportunity that we dead don't have to pay rent. Let's just do it. And it was fire because now, still to this day, shout out my boy Luke. Like he's still like he commented on my video the other day, like telling me about a workout I should do better and stuff. But it's just crazy because he actually became like a roommate.
Facts.
He don't even know he paid us. Like he paid our rent.
He would take us golfing. He used to take us golfing. So we
he
used
took
to
us
go golfing with
golfing.
him.
He taught us how to like work out better and stuff like that. He was a good person.
He wasn't like the roommate that you didn't want. He was like the chill white boy roommate. Like he was putting
Yeah.
us on a game.
He
was
looked
talking to
nothing like
about-
us too. Like he was definitely from a different place.
Facts.
So
Didn't discriminate nothing. He kept it cool, bro.
yeah.
And you know what's crazy? It's like when things get too good, always expect something to happen. You asked me what my worst memorable moment was, right? We're running it up. We're making bread. We're finally starting to save money now. We're getting
You
some
know
drip.
fall is coming.
Now, somehow, some way, our landlord finds our bookings. She's on Airbnb and she finds the crib.
So y'all gotta remember for the viewers watching, Airbnb was very fresh when we started this. Like our bro that was doing it, he was doing it in the beginning, and like he wasn't even fully doing it yet. We started doing it too. It was like fresh, like nobody ran it up yet, so it was just getting viral. And then you see TikToks everywhere. Yo, I made 30,000 off of Airbnb. So I guess our landlord, she was home scrolling one day. Whose account got caught first? Yours?
Me or Jay Shar?
One of y'all account got somebody's account got fraud.
Jay's account got fried. She sent it in the chat, and then it was probably mine. It was
Yeah.
probably mine. She sent it in the chat.
No, you made a TikTok.
That's when it was Jay's TikTok.
Yes, Jay made a TikTok.
And then she was like, why is this on Airbnb? And then she was asking him. He's like, I don't know what you're talking about.
And she sent the TikTok video.
What's
then-
crazy though? Here's my biggest lesson. You said what you said the worst. I'll say I wasn't truthful to her. I feel like I snaked her, and that's something I look back now in business. Like I should have never did that because she was willing to take 10%, and we wasn't paying her.
Yeah,
Like,
because she was like, you guys can keep it and pay us 10% of every single one of your bookings, or you have to take it down. So we was like, yeah, we'll do it. But it came to the point where certain people weren't sending their 10%. So we just all like,
Yeah.
man, fuck that shit. We're not
and then
sending
she asked me too, and I was like, nah, we're not getting no bookings. Meanwhile, she was getting booked.
and you can see it because, like, let's say you have a listing, bro, and I go to book the listing, I can see what dates are blocked off, meaning they're booked already.
That's how she was able to.
So she was able to see it, and then Jay Shar posted how much he was making, how much he made off of one booking. So she seen he made a band off like 3 days, 4 days, and she was like, "Oh, bro, I'm renting out eight rooms to these kids, and they're each paying $650 a month. I can do that, and I can triple my money." So she realized like, yo, she messed up. So she was
And that's
like,
how we really like ended up moving out of that place because we kind of snaked her a little bit. And now I look back at it as a lesson, like
Facts.
don't snake people, bro, for a little chump change. Like if we would have gave her 10%, I don't know what we right now we would have still been making money with that
Shit.
crib.
She probably could have bought another crib and had us.
Yo,
Take
she,
over it.
cause we really was teaching her. Like,
Yeah.
we was like, yo, this what we do. She's like, okay, I'm excited. Give me 10% every booking. But us being young and greedy, like, we like, nah, we're not giving her 10%. Like, that's fake our rent. Like, that,
Yeah.
remember, you gotta understand, we making 4 or 5K in a week now, 2 weeks off of one booking.
Facts. And it's like we came from nothing. Like we went from struggling to pay our rent to like when rent came around, we was just like, take that.
Yeah, it was too easy. And another thing too, we met some characters as guests. Because like we talk about making the money, but actually keeping your account is hard. Like,
Yo, let's talk about we lived in the trenches, right? So there was a guest, right? We all had our rooms listed. There was a guest that he got locked out the crib. We're at an event because we're in network marketing. So yeah, we have the Airbnb, but we're not comfortable. We're still finding ways to make more money. So we're at a business event to learn more. My boy Josh's guest gets locked out. Just so happens there's a shooting in front of the house. Someone is murdered in front of the house, and he's stuck in front of the door witnessing the murder.
so you just put yourself in their shoes. If you're a guest, you checking into your Airbnb and you see a murder outside. And by the way, at that time we had strict on our account. We don't care what happens.
No
you're not-
refund.
There's
Refunds.
no refund.
So he's staying in my boy Josh. That's his guest, right? So and the reason we found out about the shooting is because the guest tried to cancel and he hit me up because he seen a similar pricing and it's something that looked like similar, like in the room.
How does he not know it's the same crib?
So he messaged me. He's like, "Hey, I just witnessed a murder. I need a new place to stay." And I'm looking at this shit like, "Yo, there was a murder in front of the crib." Like, and then I'm telling Josh like, "Yo, this is your guest, bro." Josh got the worst review I've ever seen in my life.
He said there's. Oh, what about
No.
what about the lady that said there's hobos outside?
Yo, there was a guest that Eddie had that was insane.
Oh my
She
god.
had crutches with her husband.
Wasn't
They
she
used to
arguing with her
fight- Yeah,
husband?
they used to fight in the room. We also met. Shout out my boy Ravi, man. We met some cool people from India. Because UNH they got it's like a study abroad program.
Yeah.
So like all of the like people from overseas, they come to America, and they come to New Haven. Some of them, and then we met these like Indian guys that they didn't care. There was like 4 or 5 of them in one room, and we was eating with them. Like we was trying their culture. I remember eating a dish with my hands, try their culture. That shit was fire.
Yeah, so we met a lot of guests, but like like I said, even though Airbnb ended up getting shut down, once you make a certain level of income, it's like your mind adjusts to that. So you to do different. You start to do different things to keep that income up. That's when I started credit. That's when you guys started y'all stuff.
Yeah, we started running our own business. I remember I was working a job. I was working at Mazda at that time, and I was like, yeah. I would never forget when we went to Him 500. That shit
Oh yeah, that
changed.
event was lit. Too.
That event, still to this day, that's one of my favorite events.
In New York.
And it was free.
It was free. We went, and I was like, yo. I remember Rue said, yo, we out to go see Him 500. And I ain't gonna lie, bro, I fell in love with what he was saying. Like, he just, I don't know, he made it make sense. And that shit changed everything. Yeah, long story short, we made money in Airbnb, and then we all started branching off. Everybody started getting their own businesses and stuff.
And we just like stuck together as bros. Like, even though we all eventually moved out that crib, we would link up. We link up in Miami. That's when you made the move to Miami.
Yeah,
Talk about that.
Yeah, making a move to Miami, it wasn't easy because it was crazy. Because when we left, so remember how we say we snaked the 10% lady? Like, we snaked our landlord. So our relationship got bad with her. I was like the point of contact with her, so she basically wanted us out because she knew we was making money off Airbnb, and now she makes money off Airbnb from it. So we already knew what was good. So we found a new crib. We all moved to a new crib. It was crazy because I just moved into Pine, and then I remember shout out my boy Matt. He had hit me up on Snap, and I don't talk to him every day. And when he hit me up, I was like, it got to be something important. He was like, yo, I want to hire you for my business, and I'm like, give me a call. Long story short, a week later, he gave me a job offer to move to Miami, but I just moved the same week. So I just put down a deposit. I just bought furniture. I'm like, yo, like, what do I do? I remember like fake like praying to God, like, what should I do? You ever had an opportunity you had to make a decision
Right then and
Yeah.
there.
right then and there? And I said, yo, I can't be scared, bro. So I remember just making a move to Miami. I didn't even tell my mom. She cried when she found out because she's like, how you don't tell me? Mad shit. So that was crazy. And that was the best move I ever made. You know, living there now, it's been like 2-3 years. But I think if I didn't make that move, I would have probably never been where I'm at now for sure.
Facts. And just seeing him get up out of there, I was like, yo, like I'm trying to get on my horse too. So you actually, we got kicked out of a place for being and then we went ahead and we was just like, yo, let's get the fuck out this crib. And we just put some new guests in there. We Airbnb that crib and we just all left.
Facts. And then you got 2 B&Bs right after that.
Right after that, I got a B&B in Miami because he was out there. And then I got one in like the heart of Connecticut. So then those just started going crazy. I remember my first booking was for $1,000 for like 3 days. So I already made
It was
back.
crazy because after we went through that phase, everyone, like Eddie got into Toro, Manny did Toro. Like everyone figured out what they needed to do to make money.
Facts.
And it was crazy because Airbnb like opened everything.
Yeah.
Like the amount, now that money was instant. I don't care what y'all scam and say. That was the best money ever.
That's money.
Like
That
you didn't
money
have
was
to
lit.
snake nobody. You're doing them a favor, and you get the money next day.
Last month I had a booking for like 4,500, like 15, 16 days.
That's valid.
Shit's crazy.
Right now, I got one B&B. It's long term, and I got that from still the same idea we did at Butler. Long term, I don't got to worry about checking them in and out. And then hopefully I could get more, but you know, B&B gets a little sticky.
Yeah.
We all
Gets a
know how
little
that get.
Man, Butler was a vibe, man. I remember we used to have a lot of guests. Used to have a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, everybody came to Butler. That shit was
That
not-
was probably my favorite memories. Having like now that I think about it, at first it was annoying having mad people, but then I don't know, we used to have mad fun in that shit, bro.
We used to invite all our friends that we did business with. We'd all just work together.
Everybody from everybody we knew from college used to pull up.
Yeah, that shit was like a frat house.
Yeah, that's literally what it was, bro. A frat house. No cap.
So what about the proximity? Do y'all think being together made us level up faster?
100%.
100%. Everybody
like,
held
why
each
though?
other.
It's
Everybody
like
held each other
nobody,
accountable.
nobody left each other out, bro.
Facts.
Like if you went ahead and you made like 2 bands, 3 bands or whatever, like we'd all talk about how like the person that's struggling the most can also come up or be incorporated.
Yo, you just reminded me. I'll never forget. Like the culture we had in the crib. It was almost like an animosity, competitive vibe, but not a negative animosity.
Facts.
It was like if I see Rue closing a deal, I'm like, nah, like somebody just flaked on me. I'm tight right now. Like, yo, my next deal, I'm gonna put in pain. And then it used to be like we all feed off each other. Like I see, like Jay was a hard worker. Jay used to push everybody in the crib because he used to get up and he created that like work shirt mentality, just like no haircut. I didn't follow y'all with that. I needed my haircut every week.
Pretty boy.
I needed my haircut every week. But I remember seeing Jay. I used to wake up, see Jay. We smoking hookah at 7:45 in the morning. but I already know what he's doing. Like he's starting his day. We getting on the books. We had no job.
That ass.
Once I seen Jay put on, it was a Southern shirt. He used to wear a Southern shirt. Once I went upstairs and he was sitting on the table, he had the shirt on, I knew what time it was. And we called it the work shirt because whenever you had that on, like you grinding like hard. Jay would be on the phones here, hang up, another phone call here. 2 phone calls at the
he
same
was
time.
a
like-
grinder. Everyone had their own specialty, and I think that's what made it good. Like even though we always say Manny was always in the room, but that's what made him who he was.
Yeah, he was like,
Like he was a locked in, dark location, and he get his work done in there.
I want you to think about like a puzzle. Like you can't complete a puzzle unless every piece is there. And it's like we had the puzzle. Like every piece that needed to be there was there. We had the brains, we had the hard worker, we had the mastermind that was setting up things on the back end. It was like we had everything, bro.
Nah, yeah, it was crazy. We had a moving puzzle for sure. And I think like now looking back at it, I feel like we definitely did it right. But one thing we didn't do is record the shit.
Oh yeah. We would have
We would have been what Castanat and them are now.
Literally.
For sure.
Literally.
Because we were doing mad stuff. We just didn't think to record it. Like,
So bottom line, man, we started from the bottom. We got around each other, the proximity we was talking about, and we just found a way to make everything work. It wouldn't have happened if one person from that group was missing. We literally needed all of us in order to succeed and just make it all happen. But to conclude this episode, we appreciate you guys. DP, I appreciate you for coming out. Eddie, I appreciate you for coming out, man. Hopefully, you guys loved the episode. We out of here.